haven't really had the time or the want to work on this franchise. It's not that it's a bad franchise or that the team's bad. Just been on Call of Duty, uploading different content from that. Um, just been busy with life, I guess. But just gonna try to work through this. Madden keeps releasing updates, and I don't think they're all that great updates to the game. Still waiting on the adaptive AI to come through. Still waiting on a lot of different things to come through, and it's just I don't know. I don't know if it ever will happen, but I think EA has managed to lose a strong fan base by not delivering on promises. It's gotten to the point where, and I even mentioned it in one of my Call of Duty videos, where we were promised all these things. We were promised the world, and more or less, there's not a large enough difference between Madden 20 and Madden 21 to, aside from the rookies, right? There's not a big enough difference to necessitate buying this game. And if you did buy this game and you have buyer's remorse, there's a lot of people out there that have that. It's not like it's just, the die-hard Madden fans or whatever. It's a lot of just regular fans, just regular people that enjoy the game, just enjoy playing the game, and this particular version is not overly enjoyable. It's again, it's the same, and someone that would just play occasionally might have said about every other Madden. This Madden is, aside from visual upgrades, a new soundtrack, and simple conversation. Now the upside is that there are each week EA. Oh, Sheriff got hurt. That's stupid. EA uploads like snidbits, or the commentators will actually talk about what happened the previous week in real life. So they'll talk about, a player getting injured. They'll talk about, whatever. So I think that's nice. I'm disappointed that they don't take the opportunity to also update gameplay, because communities have been hollering about that for, gosh, since the game dropped. But, such is life. I'm going to audible that. Mm-hmm. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date. That didn't really work the way I wanted it to. Bruce Sternum. Okay. Well. Run the read option here. I'm gonna flank Gesicki out because move. Thank you. Because I'm reading that defensive end. He was covered by Gesicki. Anytime you have a D end that's covered by a tight end and it's not pulling up, it's not giving you the option to read that particular player. Or if it's you reading a cornerback and the reality is that you'd be reading a defensive end for that, shift your player. So again, read option. Again, you see I can't read the defensive end there. You could also just run the inside zone here, which should work. I should, yep, be able to take that pretty much right up the gut. And I would do that against a user. If they're running a wide 9, if they're running a nickel wide 9 set, it's a subset of the standard nickel package, I would use that. And, oh, I should have pulled Braid out. But, time to roll. Time to slide. Haha, take out your kneecap. Who's, is Braid a gas? He is. Great. And I'm just going to do a standard inside zone. I've got 5 linemen against 4 D linemen. I can gain a yard there and not have that be too difficult.
Touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, you gotta like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Let's see. Something I am going to start doing is I'm going to start having to rotate my defensive linemen around. Probably Raekwon Davis in particular, so I can get him some sacks, try to get him upgraded as defensive tackle. What I would like to do is I would like to have my entire defensive line as a superstar or higher. I think that's doable given the blitz I run or given the coverage I run. I'm not going to get Michael Kendricks his 20th career sack. Michael Kendricks most likely won't stay on my team.
You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Yeah, I'm going to run zone.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down.
There we go. It's first down, though. Yeah.
It's a first
Do
down on
I
a gain
have
of 10.
a cover one press?
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a
Jesus. I should have jumped that. I screwed that up.
He's into the clear.
If I jump that route instead of just... crap.
Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season.
Okay, that's fine. That's not a big deal. That was my mistake as a user, not a mistake on the CPU or anything. I don't know why I just ran like that.
Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he
Did he shank that?
Glad I wasn't
Nope.
the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Alrighty.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There we go. There's Gesicki.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The 20.
You're not fast enough. There you go.
Take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Out of the gun.
There we go.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
God, Montez just ate him alive.
Right there at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to put chew clock on him. I'm going to try to shrink the amount of time these videos take. I don't think it's fair to the viewer to have to sit through 30 minutes of me running the score up on a CPU team. There we go. Thank you, Jakeem Grant. That's his first TD. Hopefully of the game, not just of the year. Oh, I shanked that. That's going to be wide left. I mean, the kicking has gotten better. That's something that's kind of nice.
Somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver.
How did Linder block me and Gridge Hill?
So, yeah, you love what he's doing.
Come on.
I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guys who throw the ball.
Holding.
Spending time watching
That better be
tape,
holding.
Spending time reading defenses, and of course getting himself ready to play.
Second, yeah, I'll take the second and 17 because then I can play cover 3. Give me some press. Watch the run.
On second down, Minshew. To the sideline, and
That's out of bounds.
boy, he's out of bounds.
Yep.
They tried to get him into
I
space,
screwed up
out of
that.
the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Just pull back a little bit. He'll check down. Yep.
He drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
I thought he was going to try to push the ball deep to Eifert at first. Maybe that was his first read.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with it. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well.
Single high coverage.
On first and 10. Now Tua. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18
It's still single high coverage. If that's what they're gonna run at some point. Oh, they're gonna rotate.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Miles Jack.
It's complete. He's got it.
Need to swap. Need to run at the other side. Because Williams has gotten hit. What? Two plays in a row. He's probably tired.
He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays. Have him
And
on
now
the
they're
move on
giving me a
first
dual
down.
safety look. Hopefully Gesicki can split them. That would be ideal.
Going
Nope.
to the air, Tagovailoa.
Damn it.
And that is incomplete.
I should have tried to put that out a little bit more in front of him.
Brings up second down.
That's my fault. That was poor play calling.
They're trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Tua to throw again. Right back to
Gesicki
Williams.
gives me a good
This time
block.
he's got it. And he's gonna have another
Go,
first
2
down
minutes.
as the
I'll hit the
tackle's
2-minute
made at the
warning.
Jaguars' 20-yard line.
Preston Williams might turn into a valuable asset. I don't know what the cost is going to be to keep him. He's under contract this year and in 22.
At the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead
Roll.
to what's coming up later this
Anytime that
weekend.
defensive end crashes in, that outside is there to roll. You have to roll your analog stick a little bit. At least that's what I found. Because if you go straight at him, he'll usually break. But if you roll it just a little bit, it usually works better. Slide. Take the yardage.
Only a yard
Who?
there on the keeper,
How is
but
Dwayne
that's
Brown
all
hurt?
he
He's
needed.
standing.
First down. Now a
Come on.
stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
And that eats up the timeout. Great, because it's inside the 2-minute warning.
The quick slant caught,
There we go.
and he will take
Good job, Jakeem.
Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant,
Dislocated shoulder.
2
My
catches,
God.
2 touchdowns here so far.
Okay.
And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
I want to see what they're going to do. I don't think it'll be a blitz. They'll probably drop into zone. No, they did blitz. No, it's a mod blitz. Roll. There's a gap. That was his own blitz. Because they dropped players back into zone to take away that middle. Take away.
Man play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
you were
in the
going
Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Here again
There
comes
we go.
Gardner Minshew. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
There we go.
Get there this time, and they bring him down.
There goes Shaq. I think Shaq has like 4. Oh, 5 sacks. That's good.
His 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you
Rowe
know
is
me.
there.
Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for
Need
the
to watch
QB,
out for that
right? In
screen.
this case, definitely been a constant duress this
No screen.
entire game.
Timeout.
Guys surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Got a little bit of cover 3 press. Screen. Is that Iodonis? Montez Sweat. Oh boy. We're in a timeout. 27 seconds left. I can get another touchdown. If he's smart, he'll sky this. Because once the ball snaps, the clock starts. He should sky this kick. Skied it a little bit, but nothing. Oh, I should have kicked that out. So it's take juke clock off. See if I can push this ball. I would imagine they're gonna take Gesicki away, so Parker and Williams will be my first 2. Wow, no, they didn't. They left him wide open. I think it was cover 2. Okay. I don't understand why upgrading Mike Gesicki as a dev trade hasn't popped up yet. Maybe I just wasn't scoring well enough with him. There we go. My God. Catch the ball, bud.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus.
Duh. Duh. Duh.
Jaguars come to the
Take
line
it back to
their next
pencil
drive.
0.
And
Where's
with time
Iodonis?
quickly fading here in the second quarter. Lamar Miller.
Really?
He's at the 50,
Really?
30, 20.
My God.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar
I blitzed that gap.
Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime
It's 34-13 and I get the ball back. You don't have a game. Come on.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation,
I'll even return it just to get past the first half.
hey guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
on the return, Deontay Harris. Oh, a dangerous return.
Damn.
And showing it here. So we reach halftime in what's been an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth, shiny teeth. A little bit of Chip Skylark stuck in my head. Come on, block.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go
Out
back.
comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense
A little
first here
pump and
in this
go.
third quarter.
I don't see
They built a
that being
good first half
successful.
lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Read option. I should be reading that outside. Yep.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the
I didn't
second
put you.
half. Nice first
Yeah.
half that
There we
we've
go.
had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle
Should
the
crash.
adjustments that might be
Thank
made
you.
defensively.
Slide.
Give them
God.
3 on the
Wilson
keeper
was
there,
lining
bringing
him
it
up for
second down.
Give
a
credit to
head
the
stick.
defense for
Oh, I
screening
hit the
that
wrong button.
play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart
There we
through.
go.
No place for him to go. A nice job there
Snap
for
the
giving
ball.
up a 3-yard
There you
gain.
go.
Here's a throw out wide,
I
complete
really
to his
wish he
running
would.
back right side.
Maybe I can audible. I'm gonna try something. Cause he's the halfback swing has him stopping there, right? So maybe can I wheel it? Nope. Well, he goes out the other way. I'll take that. It completely gets rid of the motion. And if I wanted to shift someone, I could. Yeah. That's not a horrible play design.
Enough for the first. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So first
I would like to
10.
audible.
If they score on
Thank
this
you.
drive, might have to start digging in our second half.
There we go. That's more like it. That's what I'm wanting him to do.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Because you see how
Looking left side,
the
he's got
defense
it.
is pulling Gesicki and open up my slants a
Back-to-back
little bit more.
receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So then, again, I've got my slant going there. Because Braid is not actually running up that way. I need him to do a wheel route. And I've got shoot clock on, but even then I can pull that. It's easy. It goes just like that. Ooh. There we go. That's 100 yards for Williams. Well over 100 yards for Gesicki.
That one goes for 24 yards.
What's my
So not quite a
challenge
first
goal?
and goal. It's
Oh, I need to get him a
first and
touchdown.
10 from the 10.
Eh.
They'll try and run for it on
Breda.
first and goal.
Oh, there was a gap to your right, buddy. I was trying to pull you that way. Breda's going to be sleepy.
Start there with their backs against the wall.
Put Howard in.
Stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On second down now, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Yeah, but he was already in the end zone, so it doesn't really matter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Oh, yeah, pivotal. No one can replace Jordan Howard.
He's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great
Come
to
on.
have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do
I'm going to assume that Breda can hit a gap. Yeah, there we go.
And he is into the
Anytime you have a linebacker,
bump the lead up to
if you're going for 2 and you have that linebacker that's over top your guard and he's playing back, I would run it pretty much right at him. Or if he picks a gap to shoot, whichever gap he vacated, run it there. If they're big on big, or body on body, if you have a body over top of each one of your linemen, then you got to figure it out a little bit, try to read the defense, and maybe see if there's a way to call a slant, a drag, an out, a quick pass.
pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but
Yeah, if they're going to talk about my defense, that'd be really cool if they had
Jacksonville offense set to
2 big
begin
plays.
their
I
next
personally gave up 2 big plays.
almost through 3/4 of play
One
in this
through
passing game.
one through
So
my
it's not
blown
really
coverage and
found
another
any
one
kind of
through
rhythm.
my poor play calling. That's not indicative of my the defense I run. There we go. Swipe gets another sack.
Rush gets home, down he goes.
So that's what,
He's
4
the
sacks.
culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Crazy. That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Maybe I'll just put shoot clock on at the start of each one of my games.
Second and a bundle.
I wonder. I'm gonna bunch him.
Now Minshew.
You should check that down.
Pressure too great, and
Oh, I thought he got that out.
once more. Montez Sweat in there to
I
get
think
his
7 sacks in a
second
game is the NFL
14 for him
record.
on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly
There we go.
beaten right from the word go.
Could have
Derrick Rowe
picked that, buddy.
able to knock that pass away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
I'll fair catch that.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take
Okay.
over. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45.
There we go.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man over the middle. It's
Jack's sitting back in zone.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Preston Williams.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that
Gonna
slant,
run an inside zone. I'm gonna try to take this right up, right behind Gesicki. Nope. Okay.
Hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That one a gain of 20 and a
Did I still have shoot clock on, or did I take that off?
I tell
Okay.
you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now.
That'll
As you
work.
noted, the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And now he'll tuck it and run.
Oh, I was hoping Grant would stay engaged there. It's all right, not a big deal.
There is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
If you see coverage like this, the slant will be open. They're going for that wide 9 look. Maybe they'll blitz those 2 inside linebackers. Going slant, Breda. Slant's there. That's how quick you can make those reads in this offense, or whenever you're running levels. Going 2-point conversion. You see it, no one's over my left guard. I've got a I most likely have a double team or combo block between my guard and center. My left guard and my center. So I should be able to pretty much walk in. Yep.
Something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
This will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take.
I'm imagining they're running dual tight end sets to try to give the illusion of a running play. And then it can also audible to a big set. So you see, this would probably be a good side to run out of against the nickel. But I don't know. CP doesn't understand that. Hey, if you run, I'm giving up the B gap when I shift like that. That's the downside of that shift, is that the B gap is wide open. You could pretty much, you should easily, a user would easily be able to plow through that. If I'm playing a user, boom, that's my set. Every gap is taken. Randall's over top, every free safety's playing over top. And then he's going, yep. He was probably going to go Eifert there if he had more time. But he would have had to float it because of the press man, coverage that he was seeing. Wow. How did Jerome Baker get hurt? Come on. Minute 33 left, and yeah, Montez is already at 15 sacks. So I'm gonna rotate my defensive ends then. Probably whenever Montez gets 20 sacks, I'll rotate. Wow. Okay. Let's put Kendricks in.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of
And don't really want to give him the ball back because I feel like that'll take more time. Oh crap! I didn't swap anything. Throw that out. You know what? Let's see if I can get Grant the ball.
Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes.
There's my first down.
In exchange of running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Yeah, they're not going to touch the ball again. I might go for a last-second field goal. I don't know.
Looks like he'll throw here.
Yep. And Breda's got speed. I'm going to take Chew clock off.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
For this, it would be a good time to run. Or that's a good set to run. Run a timeout. I should be able to get 2 plays. 7 seconds left. I can get 2 plays in. Wow, Grant only has... I'm not targeting Grant anywhere near as much as I would like to. I'd like to get his... Yeah, that's a touchdown. I can walk that in. Too easy. Go for 2 again.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
All right, so now I've got that linebacker that if you're looking directly above my center, there's a linebacker, or my guard rather. There's a linebacker over top of him, but they're shading that B gap, meaning that I need to see which gap he shoots, and he vacates the A gap because the center has come down to move that defensive tackle. Just going to go to a quick instant replay. That's what I'm looking at whenever I'm running the ball inside the... What? There we go. So, left guard comes in, combo block between 69 and 59, right? You see that. They're working together. 69 peels off and goes to take the linebacker. So now I could go to either gap. I am choosing to go to the A gap because it's right in front of Breda. It involves no movement, and I don't have to put forth any effort. If I would kick out to the left to this wide open area, come on, there we go. If I would go to like the wide open area over here, stop touching players. Jesus, this guy would probably make the play. Melvin would probably dive in, might get the stop, might not. It would really depend. If you get that kind of block, just go to the A gap. The A gap will. Is the wind going against me? Okay. The A gap will work more often than not. And that should put him at. He should get that like the 1 yard line, 1 or 2 yard line. Yep, he's gonna return it, and that's the end of the game. Boom. And let's see if anyone got upgrade points. Alright, get 2 out of 76. Has he unlocked yet? No, because it's only week 3. He doesn't unlock for a little while longer. There we go. Good. +3 catching is perfect. That's just what I needed for Williams. And advance to week 4, and then I'm gonna end the video. Might get some weekly awards. Probably Montez and Tua. Hopefully. Yeah, Montez and Tua should both be. Yep, hey, must beat them an A. And that's going to be where I end my video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to watch the next one for week 4 against the Seahawks.